Hello everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here with a modern turns deck. So, for those of you that are not aware of the new combo turns got, Meloku the Clouded Mirror allows you to pay 1 and return a land to your hand to create an illusion token. And Mystic Sanctuary allows you to put an instant sorcery card on top of your deck. So what the combo is you put any extra turn effect that does not exile itself, which would be Time Warp, on top of your library, and you will always be able to put it back with Mystic Sanctuary. So that's the combo of the deck. Other than that, we're also a taking turns deck, where we will try and take infinite turns. All the turns after turn 5, Jace the Mind Sculptor to help set up things like Temporal Mastery. And we have Commandeers to take their cards, Things in the Ice against aggro, Hurkyl's Recalls are really good against those artifact-based decks, like Emery, and Leylines because Burn's going to kill us. And we're still going to lose to Burn, but this is us trying not to lose to Burn. So let's run this through a league and see how it goes. Kind of excited to try turns now that it has a combo finish as well. The combo finish in this deck is also kind of reminiscent of the Soul Herder deck going infinite with Eternal Witness and Soul Herder and Time Warp. Considered also having Teferi in this deck. Let's see what we have here. Oh no, we have an opponent that's not showing up. Make sure we're recording real quick. Make sure our audio is working. It is. And our opponent's still not back yet. Alright, we're gonna get a new opponent. Oh! Our opponent clicked it. We would like to go first. A little unfortunate that we have this going first, but this hand's a keep. We're just gonna play Basic Island Go, Basic Island Go, Basic Island Dictate. I imagine our deck's gonna do that a lot. Do you think the guy whose name is one letter off of Ponza is playing Ponza? I bet he is. A little unfortunate that 3 of our basic islands and no fetches if they are on Ponza, but we are also not too worried about getting Blood Moon, so that's kind of nice. So the idea here is Dictate draws you extra cards, and then you're able to take better advantage on your extra turns than most decks. See what the opponent's playing. Death Shadow, nice. Oh, I lied. This is Living End. This is Living End. So, opponent's a little worried because we're a blue deck. And Living does not like to see blue decks. But unfortunately for us, we're a blue deck with very few counterspells. The good news is Remand is absolutely insane against them. So hopefully we draw into that off before they're able to combo kill us. So we are going to fetch it a thin since we do have enough lands already. We are just going to grab an island. Ooh, Days Undoing. Days Undoing, huh? So they still get to cycle post Days Undoing, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Hopefully the opponent does not go for it. This is fine. So, if the opponent does not go for it, we get to flash in this Dictate. Potentially, they could also Beast Within. Their deck is actually surprisingly interactive. Alright, so there's a good chance if we have to put in this Dictate. Unfortunately, we have nothing else to do. But, good chance that they'll put a ton of power on the board in response, so... Here's Dictate. If they're putting a bunch of power in play in response, we're going to yield through this turn. They are. Casting Living End. That is 1 point short of lethal. We got that going for us. Serum Visions. Into Dictate. Okay, here, so play here is to Serum Visions. Snapcaster Mage to the bottom. Time Warp to the top. Well, just double counting, making sure that it isn't actually lethal, and we're just missing that. We're going to pass through the turn. We do have this natural Mystic Sanctuary as an additional hit, which is nice. We do die if they have another Violent Outburst, probably. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19. So let's see what they have here. It'll also be Avalanche Riders. That kills us, because it puts us back a turn. Bloodbraid into Living End is interesting. Ah, they're hoping to hit the additional power. Sure. So they're going to shove with everything. We have no effects, so let's see if we're dead. Exactly dead. Okay. Wow. Spell Piercers are going to be good here. Thing in the Ices are going to be fine. Force Negations would have been fine. We had so many good draws there, potentially. Don't really need to part the Waterveil. Don't really need Snapcaster Mage. Cryptics are a little slow. So powerful though, but yeah. Another card we could have drawn. Oh well. Go ahead and trim another Jace and a Temporal Mastery and send it back like that. We would like to play first. Opening on Gemstone Caverns again. We're going to go ahead and keep this though. I'm going to go ahead and lead on Tap Mystic Sanctuary. Unlikely opponent does anything on turn 2 as far as that goes, and we can also tap on this and this turn. So we're hoping to draw into some interaction before our opponent is able to combo kill us. That is a great draw. So I think we are going to go ahead and fetch here, so that we don't ruin our scry. And we're going to scry. Narset's a okay draw. I don't think we want Dictate yet. We definitely want this land. Let's go ahead and draw it. Dictate's fine now because we have 4 lands, but I really want this Force of Negation. Let's pass turn. So Narset's also really good against their deck because the cycling is drawing a card. So we're going to slam Narset next turn. Probably take Dictate, but no guarantee on that. So they could also just Simian Spirit Guide it out this turn, but that's unlikely. Yep, looks like they're just going to get all their cycling in while they still have the option. Yep. Quite a bit of power. Yep. Let's go ahead and minus on our Narset. Take Dictate, and we'll pass the turn. That's also kind of a combo, as they can't draw an extra card with Dictate. So they're going to pass the turn here. Gonna draw. As tempting as it is to get down Jace here, so we're gonna go ahead and minus the Narset. Ooh, Remand, huh? Remand, huh? I'll take me a Remand. We're just gonna go ahead and pass the turn. If we cast Jace, there's a good chance that they're just able to put a bunch of power in play and kill us. Instead, they're gonna go for it. Oh. Yep, this is fine. They can cycle 1 card per turn for free, because Narset does say you can draw 1 card per turn. See what they have here. Sure. Opponent shocks in and is passing. So since we have double Force of Negation, I feel fine putting this Dictate in. Opponent rightfully goes for it, so don't do anything about the Violent Outburst, do something about the Living End. Force of Negation it, pitching. Cryptic, I guess. Okay. And Dictate looks like it's going to resolve. We get to draw 2 cards on our turn. Hopefully at least one of them is a land. Ideally we draw land and Mystic Sanctuary. Ooh, Force of Vigor. Okay. I think we're fine with that. So we don't draw an extra card this turn. This could put Force of Negation on top. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and resolve Jace this turn. And 0 Jace. Temporal Mastery is a pretty good one to put back. So we're going to put back Narset, and then Remand on top of that. The reason why we did it that way is because I misclicked it. I should have put the Temporal Mastery on top of the Remand. Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, that's fine. We already knew they had that. Into Violent Outburst, which is fine. Into Living End. That one we have something to say about. Oh, duh. Maybe I just wanted a blue card. So they do get this Bloodbraid Elf, which is annoying. Very annoying. We're going to go ahead and hit Jace. We're going to draw Remand. That's our Remand. That's our Remand. We want it. I'm just going to fetch here. Okay. Do they have double Simian Spirit Guide or something? Okay. So fetch here. Grab Mystic Sanctuary. And we'll take a Serum Visions. Serum Visions seems like a very reasonable draw next turn. So we're going to take the extra turn, although we can give it to our opponent. And let's Serum Visions. It's very likely this Narset's dying. Spell Pierce is pretty bad, but at least we get to put both of these on the bottom. Do we put both? I think we leave Polluted Delta on top since it's another Time War. So the Spell Pierce is pretty much invalidated at this point. I am in for remanding their draft staples to draw extra cards. coming to us instead of Narset. Alright, so we are going to go into Temporal Mastery. Yes. Tap 2. Play this. Fetch. Get Mystic Sanctuary. Targeting Time Warp. Although we're not really getting ahead, we really want to be doing this while we have extra effects. Time Warp ourselves. Take an extra turn. Days Undoing is the best draw here, obviously. Possible there should be more of those in the deck. Thing in the Ice isn't completely terrible, as it's now going to block this Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, let's pass the turn. Meloku is probably the best draw, besides Jace. I guess we have a lot of good draws in this position. I might also start suspending Living Ends. I'm down for remanding this again. Get to counter off the Thing in the Ice, and then we still have Spell Pierce if they are able to try and combo. So let's draw a card. I feel like we need the velocity. Serum Visions is pretty good. They are going to go for it. Sweet. Spell Pierce is going to be able to tag a spell, which is incredible. Alright, here's a Living End. Curious if they choose to cast it. If they don't, we will Spell Pierce the Violent Outburst. Okay. So we're going to pay a blue. We're going to go ahead and counter Living End. Let's say they can't have double Simian Spirit Guy with one card in hand. They will get to kill our Narset here, but that's fine. They're probably going after us. They chose not to attack. That's interesting. I guess I want to leave it back on defense in case we're able to flip, which is fairly reasonable since it looks like we drew the cards necessary to make it flip. Flipping a Bloodbraid back into their hand isn't ideal, but, you know, I'm not too miserable. I think we just bottom both here. Temporal Mastery would be nice to take an extra turn, but we're just going to flip this Thing in the Ice and hit him for 7. We're looking for more counter spells. Bottom. Bottom. Narset. Higher loyalty 1. Minus. Alright, well. They literally have to. It's so unlikely they're able to combo kill us, so I'm going to go ahead and take Jace. I'm going to attack him for 7, and that way they can't leave Bloodbraid back on defense. See if they have yet another Living End in their deck. I'm pretty sure they don't. The record. They cannot cycle to draw extra cards because of Narset. And if they, like I said, if they just play Bloodbraid as a blocker, we can minus the Jace to bounce it back. They cannot play 2 blockers in the form of Street Wraith. They didn't draw a card with Dreadshot because they can't. They just have it. Just have another Living End, possibly. Into Violent Outburst. Keep going. No Living End in the deck. Okay. It's what I thought, but, you know, opponent definitely scared us there for a second. So Violent Outburst will resolve, Bloodbraid will resolve, we'll play Jace, unsummon, and attack for the win. Alright, cool. Well, we got a game, that's pretty good. Okay, so... don't think we really want to change anything. On the draw, we might want another Temporal Mastery just in the deck to Lucksack into. And these Cryptic Commands can be fogs as well. Probably good cutting 2 Temporal Masteries. Narset's just so good against them, I can't cut that. Probably good cutting a Jace, though. See how this goes. See, this is why you cut down to just 1 Jace, because it's just going to be in your opening hand with 2 Remands. This is a keep. So even if they have a turn 2, we do have Force of Negation, and if it's a turn 3, we have Remand from that point forward. Drawing Days Undoing there's not even that bad, because if we get to the point where we're able to Narset, that's going to be an amazing fall. And it's a great thing to currently pitch this Force of Negation, so we're going to go to the end of their turn, and then we're going to fetch. We are going to grab one of our tap lands. Okay, they didn't draw step it, which is the scary moment, because now we have Remand from this point onward. So if you have more Remands than they have threats or living ends in their deck, you will be able to Remand them all away. And then it takes like 3 turns for them to come back down. See if they go for it end of turn. Looks like just more cycling. They have. Probably deciding what to cycle. Yep. Yep. Maybe making sure that they tap their lands in the right order. So the reason we did it that way instead of playing the fetch is we don't want to have them have an opportunity where we go fetch end of turn and they go, alright, cool, in response before you have Remand up, kill you. That's a lot of power now they have in their grave. Notably, I was considering putting Grafdigger's Cage in this deck before we played, which would have done absolutely nothing in this matchup. It was over the Spell Piercers, which we did bring in this matchup, so let's see how this goes. But shocking and probably passing. Alright. But correctly decided to try and do things on our turn. I'm going to go ahead and fetch this now for the same reason I said earlier. Here's if the opponent goes for it in response, which I like a lot. Alright. Passing to the opponent. Likely the opponent will go for it here. They have more than enough threats. Alright, so they're just cycling. Unless they have Simian Spirit Guide, it won't be this turn. Unless they have double Simian Spirit Guide, it won't be this turn. Alright, so it's potential that they can go off twice here with double guide. That being said, I can prevent them going off once, and I think that's fine for tapping down for a Dictate. If they go for it in response, it's fine. We just Force of Negation. Pitching Jace, I guess. So Force of Negation on living end, pitching Jace. Alright, our turn. We do get to draw 2. Serum Visions, Narset. So if they have another one, we die, so Serum Visions. A little unfortunate there. Put this on the bottom. Mystic Sanctuary gives us another Force of Negation. Tapped if you control 3 or more other islands. Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on top. Go ahead and play Polluted Delta. Problem is, if we give them a new, might just cycle. Yeah, I don't think we need a Daze Undoing yet. I think just having Remand is fine. Yep. Probably just passes the turn here. Oh, just going for it. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that back into their hand. See if they have trap here. Doesn't look like it. See if they can go again. Also doesn't look like it. Alright, so I do want to draw this Force of Negation. So at the end of their turn, I'm going to go fetch up another Mystic Sanctuary. So give me a Mystic Sanctuary. I want Remand instead. No. Considered it, definitely don't. So go ahead and take our Force of Negation here. Then we'll commit a Thing in the Ice, and that's probably how we're going to win the game. This trick again, huh? I mean, same thing as last time, we're fine with this. Let's go ahead and play Thing in the Ice. Play Mystic Sanctuary, and we're going to go ahead and target Remand this time. Yep. So now if we Remand, we will draw into another Remand, and yep. This Force of Negation is looking pretty good, as we can just hard cast if we need to, but we'll probably alt cast it, since we're leading on Remand. This is probably a suspended one. As casting a Ceradon. Alright, pick that one back up, opponent. Alright, go on to another Remand, of course. So it's our turn. Draw. Mikokoro's not bad. Play this. We're going to Time Warp, targeting ourselves. Take another turn. Our turn again. If we draw into a fetch land, be pretty decent. Time Warp's good too. Jace is fine. Once again, we're in a position where there's a lot of good draws in our deck. We got the fetch land I asked for. So I think I just fetch here. Grab our last Mystic Sanctuary. And target Time Warp. Yep. Then do I Mikokoro? Nah, we're just gonna pass the turn. See what the opponent has. Curious if they have these Force of Vigors, because it's not like, I guess that's interacting with our extra draws, but that gives them extra draws too. I don't think Force of Vigor is where they want it. Guess we might have Ensnaring Bridge or something. Ceradon, we already told you that you can't resolve, so we're gonna stick by that. Okay, drawing into Time Warp there is pretty decent. I like all the cards in our hand, but there's no reason not to loot, because we can always discard the card we draw. Oh, it's just draw. Haha, I lied. There's no reason not to activate that effect every turn. That's a pretty good draw. Alright, so we're going to fetch the Thin. Grabbing just an island, unfortunately, this time. We're going to take an extra turn. And that's going to be good enough to win. Alright, so we got match 1 of this league. Let's see what we go into for round 2. Alex here with Lucksack Games, playing turns in Modern. Alright, woohoo, made it back in time. Oh no, lost the die roll now. That's not good. Well, he's a captain. Captain Grumblecase. This one looks like a mulligan. It's a lot of lands and 2 time warps. This hand looks fine. Probably putting back Mystic Sanctuary. Let's see what we got here. Temple Garden untapped. Oh no. This looks like it might be Devoted Druid Company. Oh, there's the Narset. That's pretty good. Oh no. Gemstone Caverns a little late there. We're gonna go ahead and top an island though. We do want to draw that. It's just passing. Quaddle. Ah, they look like the Bant Soul Herder deck. Oh no, that can kill Narset if we minus it now. Let's go ahead and lead on Serum Visions. Double bottom, and since we did just double bottom, we're just going to play an island pass. Opponent's got a lot committed to the board already. The hit for 3, which is not bad. Probably have Spell Quellers too. Is this the Soul Herder? The Rag Tusk. Well, we're now playing Narset, but we're expecting her to die. We're going to take Time Warp. Alright, so if they don't kill Narset this turn, which they're going to kill Narset, Rag Tusk, and then 1 at us. Yep. So we've reduced their clock by a lot, by them forcing them to attack Narset. Alright, so now I think we just pass since we have Cryptic up. We're just going to grab a regular island here because we don't want anything in our graveyard currently. We're going to counter draw. Right? Yes? No. Yes, no. Yes, no. I feel like tap draw might be the line. Cut them off 2 lands this turn. Yeah. Go with this. I'm gonna go ahead and float them on and probably use it, really. Cross into Time Warp. We're hoping to draw into just an island. Ooh, click. Targeting us? Sure. We've also got this Dazen doing they're probably taking away. Having triple Time Warp's kind of nice, because at least we'll get lots of turns. Interesting that they took the Narset. Mikokoro is pretty good. Okay, so targeting us. Next turn. Draw. Play land. Fetch. Mystic. Target. Time Warp. Okay. Yes. Time Warp targeting us. Pass through the turn. Play another land. Time Warp targeting us. Fetch. Mystic Sanctuary. Targeting Time Warp. Alright, go to our next turn. That one might have been bad. We might have wanted to go for Serum Visions there. No, we should use all our time warps before we Daze Undoing. Let's just go ahead and go to our next turn. Hopefully we draw a land so that we can pair it with this Dictate. If not, interesting. Okay, so Jace, not quite good enough. Go ahead and time warp here again. Go to our next turn. See what we draw here. Yes, Miracled Mastery. That's the kind of stuff we need. Cast it for 2. And now we get to play Jace out, which is pretty good. One too many there. Jace. Let's go ahead and 0 this Jace. See what 2 we're putting back. Dictate Polluted Delta. Play Polluted Delta, fetch. Mystic Sanctuary targeting Time Warp. Yes. Okay, take our next turn. Draw. Narset. Minus Narset. Take Temporal Mastery. 0 the Jace. We'll put Temporal Mastery back on top. So land, Temporal Mastery. Time Warp targeting ourselves. Move to our next turn. Sorry if I'm not talking this much. This is a little bit of a complicated turn, but it's kind of wild to see it go off like this. Cast, cost 2. Play an island, Daze Undoing. Put him down to 1 card in hand. Okay, draw for turn. Play an island. So we're gonna minus the Narset. Take a Time Warp. Cast Time Warp targeting us. 3 for the Dictate. 0 the Jace. Put him back like this. And then pass through the turn. And now we'll start taking up Jace and ultimate him to win the game. Yes. Click on it to cast it. Cost 2. Yep. Draw an extra card. Play regular island. Take up Jace on them. Yeah, I don't want him really to have Molder. Time Warp targeting us. Narset. Keep the bigger one. Minus the Narset. Take another Narset. When your Dig Through Time finds another Dig Through Time, it's a pretty good time. Draw an additional card here. Minus my Narset. Take Time Warp. Time Warp targeting us. Mystic Sanctuary. Targeting Time Warp. Yes. Up the Jace on them. Yeah, we don't want him to have Force of Negation. It's good to know about, though. Play another Narset. I keep this one. Minus the Narset. Take Time Warp. Serum Visions. Put on bottom. Put on bottom. Activate, draw a card. Alright. That's the last time we'll be doing that, because I just realized that they do have Force of Negations in their deck, so we're going to always yield to this. Alright, we're going to tick up here. No, that's fine. We're going to cast with Awaken, targeting this. And that should be enough to get there. We're going to attack with our 6/6. But it's not going to block. Sweet. So we're going to play Polluted Delta. Minus this. Grab another Narset. Pass the turn. Move to discard. Discard a Serum Visions. Tap all creatures my opponents control. Draw a card. Draw another Cryptic Command. Time Warp targeting us. Alright, and our opponent concedes. Alright, so going to game 2. Thing in the Ice seems pretty good here. Spell Pierce seems pretty bad. Force of Negations don't seem amazing. Our opponent's going to really enjoy having them. Let's see. I mean, Snapcaster Mage will never go the distance against them because they will always have blockers. Unless I Cryptic Command, tap them all down. Kinda cool we got today's undoing them for the first time that game. It's a little shame that they're gonna have Force of Negations post board. Hopefully his Thing in the Ice is catch him off guard. Alright, Captain Grumble Cakes, you're on the play. And looks a lot like the first one did game 1, where we mulligan it. This one shows the downside of Mystic Sanctuary, but I still think we keep this. And bottom the Cryptic Command. So the plan here is tap Mystic, draw untap land and cast Serum Visions and never plays tapped. But beside that, we'll play a tap land here and Serum Visions on 2. I'm passing. We're gonna Serum Visions. Hopefully draw a land, scry 2. Oh god. Alright, we're gonna double bottom here. Play another tap land and pass the turn. The Soul Herder thing? Yep, that's Soul Herder. They'll draw an extra card every turn, that thing's gonna start getting bigger. Let's see if we draw another land here, which would be ideal. Land? Alright. So, I think resolving Thing in the Ice is the most important thing. The reason why is because Thing in the Ice will be able to bounce their board. And it's starting to grow out of control already. Potentially we have double Remand or just Dictate at the end of their turn. Deputy is going to take away a thing, that makes sense. Alright, putting us under 5 points of pressure from the Soul Herder alone next turn. Sorry, 4 points, but about to be 5. And they get to draw a card. This deck's sweet. Considering dictating doing upkeep there, but decided against it. That's unfortunate to draw as your second card, though. And then we get to clear these out. And pass to the turn. think our opponent probably has it here. We stumbled a little bit, and their draw looks way more efficient this game. That's 5, 6, 7, not currently lethal next turn. Still not currently lethal next turn. They should flicker the Deputy of Detention, I think. Right? No, because it'll enter and still have nothing to exile. 5, 6, 7. We go and Dictate during upkeep. They're drawing the land anyways, that's unfortunate. Alright, can just show me they can kill me, that's fine. Alright, opponent, well played. Anything about that game that makes it change how we play? I don't think so. Let's go. Opponent might be changing their board based on these thing in the ices. I'll trade one out for a Snapcaster Mage. Actually, if they're bringing creature entries, maybe we want a Commandeer. I think the point here is not to interact with them and just make it till turn 5. So we would like to play first. Why do we always see the Gemstone Caverns on the play? This is a rough one, but I think we're going to keep. Would be a million times better if this was on the draw. Drawing the land there at least was very nice. So we're going to go ahead and play out our thing in the ice and pass the turn. Hoping it gets pathed, ironic. Looks like it might be happening. Darn. It goes back to 7 cards in hand. I was thinking of Days Undoing just to reset our hand, but now I think I like Dictate just to pass. I must sniff out a counterspell here of some sort. Cool thing about Dictate, since it casts on their turn, it's almost Force of Negation proof. Alright, end step, we're gonna go get a basic island. And flash in this Dictate. Flash! The opponent does not appear to have Nature's Claim, so let's draw a card and draw an additional card. Now I think it's fine to Days Undoing. We'll remove an ice counter. And we'll get 7 new cards. If the opponent has Force of Negation for this. It's not like we have Narset in play or anything, so they might even be considering just a new 7. Opponent is going to Force of Negation it. Okay. So we are just passing the turn, unfortunately. We really need to hit the land there. Opponent gets to offset the card disadvantage with the Dictate. Deputy on the Dictate, more than likely. Yep. Oh, on the... Ah, they have to remove that or I might be able to just get my Dictate back. That's fair. Land, please, please, desperately need land. No, not Meloku. I think we just have to pass. That's terrible. So we can't yield through their turn because we have a counterspell. Goal here is definitely to bounce one of their things with Remand and draw into a land. They're incentivized to try and get something under Cryptic Command. So hopefully they play into one of these Remands. If not, that's going to be very bad for us. Yay, they're playing into the Remand. No, don't reconsider. You definitely want to commit. Come on, what could I have? I guess it's the same question you're asking yourself. That's exactly the one we wanted to see, too. So let's Remand that and draw a card. So we really need to hit an island, basically, now. Get 2 more draw steps at it. Alright. That wasn't it. That wasn't it either. Serum Visions. That was it. So I think we top. We have our combo set up. We play the land. And we pass through the turn. Discard part the Waterveil. I'll be right back. Alright, so they get to draw an additional card every turn, of course. Eternal Witness. That's going to target Force of Negation, so we don't want that. So we can give them their card back. If they don't have the other land here, that's pretty good for us too. Alright, let's see what we got here. Draw an additional card. Play an island. Fetch. Mystic Sanctuary. Targeting part the Waterveil. Yep. Alright, now we need them not to have Force of Negation right now. We get to go off. No, it's cost being paid. Alright, well, that's fine. See what they have here. They did discard the Eternal Witness, which is pretty good for us because now they can't pick back up Force of Negation. Ashiok. Oh no. The good news is we already have a lot of lands in play. But that definitely just milled our best card. Probably taking away a Dictate here too. Yep. Yes, I would love to miracle a Temporal Mastery. Every good comeback story has to start with something, so let's see if this is ours. Alright, so currently might as well grab an island. Can't. Ashiok. Okay. So this is turned off. Guess we just Dictate and take another draw. We can flip the thing, we can kill the Ashiok, which is good. Let's draw an additional card. Alright. They're gonna mill us for 4. We can Cryptic Command, tap their team, draw a card that's not an extra turn, place Mystic Sanctuary out. I'll have just no target. Unfortunate. I think we just pass the turn here. See if they can kill us. Opponent is milling a lot of our cards. Ironically, if they have Time Warp, we will wish we had Commandeer. It would probably have been over one of these things in the ices. Alright, so we gotta count real quick. So this is in the air, right? No, this is on the ground. So we can block this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 coming through currently. That's fine. Not see flying on that twice, so making sure. Block here. Damage, go to 2. Which means our fetch land's also still on, which is pretty good. Alright. I think this is fine. Just going to target one of them and thereby hit both of them. I think it's fine. Alright, so we're going to Cryptic Command, bounce draw. Oh god, Miracling Temporal Mastery here. That's insane. So we're gonna go ahead and cast that. So I was planning on getting both those Dictates back, but I'll take a whole extra turn instead. Alright, Mystic Sanctuary, targeting Cryptic Command. Yes. We have 2 turns in the bank. Let's take the first one. Alright, so let's tap all creatures your opponents control and return target permanent. So either way, this will bounce. Probably should have just tapped and drawn, but that's fine. Right, Dictate down. Let's go combat, attack. Opponent's gonna flash in, give the Death Toucher. That's fine. Yep. Alright, so we're hoping in these next 4 draws that we hit any extra turn effect. If we hit literally Time Warp, we win with Meloku. See what we get. Narset's pretty good. There's Time Warp. There's Time Warp, baby. Alright, this Flooded Strand's off. What am I doing? Time Warp, targeting ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Force of Negation. Very nice. Okay. Ah, they didn't have a blue card to go with it, but now they do. Okay. So, they already used a Coatl. I can't counter it anyway, so I might as well put another thing down and pass the turn. Good timing on the opponent there. Ah, they have another Coatl. Alright. Well played, opponent. Well played. Well played. Alright. So that was an insane second match. Let's go to our third one, see how this goes. Wait. Gotta check the time real quick. Unfortunately, this will be part 1. I will merge it together with part 2 so that you'll only have one video, but I have to go take my girlfriend to work. So I will see you for part 2 of this video in about 30 minutes, but through the magic of editing, it'll seem instantaneous to you.